Hello everybody, Exalibur here, and I have the Clash Pack for Magic. It is the Power and Profit Clash Pack. I'm not really too keen on this deck box. This deck box design is poor in my opinion. I mean, I don't really like it at all. It's not even worth the paper it's printed on, if you ask me. What is cool are the foil alternate arts that you get in it, and there are actually a couple of regular rares. So I took all the commons and uncommons out in the basic lands, and this is the alternate foils, alternate art foils. We've got the Whip of Erebos, the Courser of Crufix, Reaper of the Wilds. This stuff is looking sweet. Sultai Ascendancy, and Hero's Downfall. Look at that. That is sweet. Sweet, sweet. Come on, focus, focus, focus. I don't like that the autofocus isn't working. There we go. And then we've got Necropolis Fiend, and a Herald of Torment. You've seen these things. Monastery Siege, Scuttling Doom Engine, Doomwake Giant, Eidolon of Blossoms, and the Night Howler. The decks themselves are pretty strong. I think they're pretty good. But what I was after were the alternate art foils, because anybody who plays EDH likes their foils, and they like the alternate art so that they can stand out when they play. So there we go. We got those. I also have Fate Reforged Fat Pack. I picked it up tonight. Feels heavier than normal for some reason, and it could just be my perception. But we'll go ahead and open this up and see what we got. So first things first, we have the box, the outer wrapping that actually you can open up. Let's see what the artwork looks like. Okay, here we go. It's Sarkhan with Ugin in the background and the Phoenix from the set. So it's a pretty nice art. Now, this might actually make a pretty good phone background or something like that. I'll have to see if they have it online so I can set up as my desktop. Personally, I get rid of this stuff because I generally don't use it, so we'll go ahead and put that in the bag. We have the cardboard. And we have our Fate Reforged box, or book, sorry. So opening it up, it's got your standard Warring Clans, under new leadership, Unknown Foe, Fork in the Path, Journey into the Past, and then it goes over Planeswalker profile Ugin, and gives a little bit of the backstory. And we go through the Abzan houses, the Jeskai Way, and we get introduced to all the new legendaries as we go through. The Sultai Brood. So we're getting the leaders and the dragons for each of the crews. Alacia, who smiles at death, and Kolgan. I actually have him. And I've got the, which one is it? I've got the Mardu and I've got the Sultai, I think. Or some, yeah, the Mardu and the Sultai dragons. And then we go through the 10 coolest cards according to Wizards. And I think this is subjective because they like them. Doesn't mean that everybody else will. And then add, and then the whole encyclopedia of all the cards. We'll just flip through that. Yep. And then your checklist at the back. I rarely have ever used a checklist. If I get another Fate Reforged, I probably will. Let's set this to the side and open up our deck box. We got a new deck box. I love it. And it just looks odd. Get rid of the cardboard inserts. I think I'll save these because I'm getting ready to build a dice tower, and this cardboard is actually nice and tough and would probably be really good to put in the dice tower, so I'll keep it instead of recycling it for once. Okay. We get our deck boxes, which are pretty much Fate Reforged. I generally use these for trades, so if I've got a bunch of trades I'm making, I'm going to put them all in one of these deck boxes and then send them out. I also use them as spacers in the actual card boxes, because you can put basic land in them and bring a card box. So what you do is you bring 7 of each basic land, or actually, let's see here, if you bring 17 of each basic land, you're covered for a draft event if you do a monocolor. So there's that. And these come with 9 packs. We're going to open up all of them. We're just going to open them in order. I'm not going to do any dice rolling, because, excuse me, I do not have any D9s. Got a D10, but if I roll a 10, I don't want to have to worry about all that. So, here's the die. It's nice and purple looking. Come on, focus. There we go. Focus on the die, not on me. And then let's go ahead, and there's the set symbol right there. We'll set that aside. There we go. And we'll get out all these booster packs. We have all of the basic lands, and I think they've got the Khans of Tarkir. Nope, they've actually got the Fate Reforged symbol on them, rather than Khans of Tarkir. So we'll set that aside. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to open up each pack, and I'm just going to go through and show you what we get. Instead of reading off the comments, I'll just flip through them. There we go. Because that way it's all a surprise to me. Focus on my hand, now on the card. There we go. Sipsing Host, Sultai Skullkeeper, Sandblast. That really helped me out during the pre-release. Jeskai Sage, Sultai Runemark. And I'm actually separating them in color. I shouldn't, but hey. The Archers of Kersey, Fierce Invocation, Feral Krushok. Yep, the Great Horn Krushok. Oh, we got 2 rhinos in the same pack. Alright, Bathe in Dragonfire. Then the Meringue River Prowler. Break Through the Line. And finally, Valorous Stance. Let's see here. What's the rare? Mardu Strike Leader. Let's see what he does. Whenever Mardu Strike Leader attacks, put a 2/1 Black Warrior creature token onto the battlefield. Dash is 4, it looks like? Or 6. Dash is 4. And his casting cost is 3. That's not bad. That's not bad. And we have a Swiftwater Cliffs, which is just a land, and we get a warrior token. Okay, it's not junk for once. Hooray, hooray, hooray. That makes me semi-happy anyway. My D4 is stuck on the keyboard. I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go. Next pack. We're going to open up whomever this lady is. I do not know her name. I'm going to put the wrapper. I put it in the garbage. How nifty. Here we go. Hooded Assassin. Haven Skirmisher. A Lotus Pathogen. Sultai Emissary. Harsh Sustenance. First multicolored, okay. We have another Feral Krushok and another Great Horn Krushok. Bathe in Dragonfire, this seems odd. Frontier Mastodon, okay, that's different. Defiant Ogre. And now we're on commons. Whoa, don't get ahead of ourselves. We have an Orc Sure Shot. And Ruthless Instincts. And then finally we have a Shockmaw Dragon. Now that's a really good dragon. I really like him. We have a Crux of Fate. Blah, 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 blah. I got a lot of those. And then we have Bloodfell Caves, which isn't really all that exciting. And we've got a Spirit. That Spirit token is really, really sweet. Take a look at that. Artwork is awesome. And I like the Warrior token too. Alright. Now I think this is one of the goblins here. Oh, come on, Bloodfell Caves. I'll just put you right there. Okay, so I think it's a Goblin Coblade or something like that. He's got dash, 3/2, cost of 3 to get out. Dash is 3. Alright, so we've got another Jeskai Sage. Sibsig Host. Cunning Strike. Let's see here. Arashan Cleric, or Arashan Cleric, whichever you want to pronounce. Abzan Advantage. That's not a good place to put those. We have Collateral Damage. As an additional cost of collateral damage, sacrifice a creature. Collateral damage deals 3 damage to target creature or player. A Teamer Rune Mark. And then we've got Right into Being, Bathe and Dragonfire, and Map the Wastes, Merciless Executioner, Fearsome Awakening, and Cached Defenses. Our rare is Mastery of the Unseen. There we go. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you gain 1 life for each creature you control, and then you can manifest the top card of your library. In a creature heavy deck, this is a really, really good enchantment. Very good enchantment, actually. And we have Rugged Highlands and Junk. Well, we're bound to get the trash. And one of these days, Wizards is going to realize they don't have to put ads inside a pack that people bought because people bought it. And no need to keep advertising all their junk. Alright, so I went and I did that. Let me know if you like that better than you like this. Please comment below and let me know. So we have Enhanced Awareness, Typhoid Rats, Grim Contest, Rakshasa's Disdain, Dragon Bell Monk, Teamer Battle Rage, Hunt the Weak, Fierce Invocation, and Teamer Rune Mark. We also have Tazagur's Cruelty. So our uncommons, and set those commons aside, here are our uncommons. We have Fascination, Shifting Loyalties, come on, exchange control of 2 target permanents, a share card type, okay, and then Channel Harm. Come on, focus, focus. Let's turn off autofocus and see if I can't focus. There we go. And our rare is Brutal Horde Chief. Whenever a creature you control attacks, the defending player loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Creatures your opponents control block this turn if able, and you choose how those creatures block. We get Thornwood Falls, blah 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 blah, blah, and then Junk. Now I'm going to be out of focus because I turned autofocus off. Let's see if we can get it to work. There we go. Yep. It'd be a lot better if I had the other cameras. I've got to work on that. I am actually saving up to get another camera to hook up. I've got a additional USB port and software that I can use to record from multiple sources at once. It's just a matter of getting that to do high quality 720p or 1080p imagery. This is a 720p camera that I've got here, but I'm going to be looking at getting two 1080p's and hooking them up to if I have USB 3 and they're USB 3, I'll do that, but chances are I'm going to be doing two 720p's because they're quite a bit less inexpensive, but they're still high quality, and I can see about getting a boom over here so that you can just look at my hand. So we've got Sipsy Coast, Sultai Skullkeeper, Sandblast, Jeskai Sage, Sultai Runemark, Grim Contest, Goblin Heel Cutter, Ambush Crotique, Gore Swine, Frontier Mastodon. And awesome, this is one of the artifacts that I wanted, and I traded for it, but here we go. We've got a Hero's Blade, Arishan Warbeast, and Dragon Rage. Our rare is white. That's Rally the Ancestors. Yeah, not really all that exciting. And then we get a Jungle Hollow and a Manifest. That Manifest token, I wish they made tokens foil, because the Manifest token is sweet. So is a Morph, but the Manifest is just so much prettier with the blue. Alright, so now we've got an Ugin pack. I don't know if the last one was an Ugin pack or not. We're going to see just how well this one comes out. Alright, we have Refocus, Soul Summons, Will of the Naga, Ancestral Vengeance. And let me just say, the Will of the Naga, that is a pretty cool piece of art for the Naga. I like it. Ancestral Vengeance, Cunning Strike, Temur Runemark, Tassiger's Cruelty, Mardu Scout, Feral Krushak, and a Lightning Shrieker. Lightning Shrieker. So, I got another Lightning Shrieker. Those guys are really, really good. I like them. So we have a Battle Brawler. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Sorry about this. Let me push it in. There we go, and it'll pull out, and then it'll focus. So there's the Battle Brawler. And we have another Hero's Blade. So we've got 3 now, and another Arishan Warbeast. Let's see what we got here. We've got a Soul Flare. Delve. If a creature card with flying was exiled. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff that gives it, like Death Touch, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Reach, Trample, Vigilance, First Strike, Double Strike, and Flying. So when you delve this guy, when he comes out, it's going to be scary. And we get a Bloodfell Caves and junk. Ugin pack, why did you beseech me? And that is not the Scout. That's what I thought it might be. It's probably some uncommon or rare. I don't know. I'm looking for Shun Yu, I think is his name, or Alicia. Those are the 2 that I'm looking for, and of course the other 3 legendary dragons. So we've got Sultai Emissary, Harsh Sustenance, Abzan Sky Captain, Jeskai Runemark, Doused in Gloom, Sandstep Outcast, Smoldering Efreet, Hunt the Weak, Mardu Runemark, Formless Nurturing. So here come our uncommons. We have the Elite Scale Guard. We have Dark Deal. And you can see it. The Sibsig Muck Draggers. Our rare is a Jeskai Infiltrator. Jeskai Infiltrator can't... Oh, there we go. You blocked as long as you control no other creatures. When Jeskai Infiltrator deals combat damage to a player, exile it and the top card of your library in a face-down pile. Shuffle that pile, then manifest those cards. Odd. Okay. And then we have a Blood-Stained Mire. That is something we can definitely throw about. I like that. We got a fetch land. And then we get another Spirit. Alright. And another rules reference card. Bleh. Alright, another Ugin pack. I don't put any stock in the Ugin packs anymore. We'll see what we get. Cutting Strike, Arishan Cleric, Abzan Advantage, Aven Surveyor, Typhoid Rats, Ethereal Ambush, Teamer Battle Rage, Hunt the Weak, Fierce Invocation, and Teamer Rune Mark. Yep. And here we go. We have a Shakma Dragon. Oops. And Channel Harm again. And a Hued Stone Retainers. Finally, another Soul Flare. Blech. And a Dismal Backwater. Blech. And junk. Okay, the Ugin packs really don't do anything for me. So last pack, let's cross our fingers. Let's hope we get one of the two, or maybe a foil one and two, and then a fetch line. That would be nice. A triple rare, or maybe a triple mythic. It's probably just gonna be a junk and junk. So we've got Sultai Runemark, Abzan Runemark, Aven Surveyor, Ancestral Vengeance, War Flare, Summons, Soul Summons, Right Into Being, Goblin Heel Cutter, Map the Waste, and Abzan Beastmaster is the first uncommon. I just zipped through those. So there we go. Abzan Beastmaster is the first uncommon. Come on, focus. Alright, then we've got Bloodfire Enforcers. There we go. And then we have Grave Strength. Let's see what we pull for our rare Sandstep Mastodon. Really? Okay, so this is a dud of a fat pack. And we get Shifting Loyalties foil. Well, we got a foil, which is kind of funny. And then we get a Scoured Barrens junkie card. Alright? And trash. So there we have it. We actually got a foil and we got a fetch land. So your fetch lands are going to show up not as the rare spot anymore. It's going to show up in the land spot. And land, basic land, is no longer there. It's going to be one of these dual lands or a fetch land. So hopefully you'll get those. And out of 9 packs, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rares. It's not too bad. I would have to say the rares I really like, of course, the Bloodstained Mire. The Jeskai Infiltrator actually sounds kind of interesting. Rally the Ancestors, no. Brutal Horde Chief, yeah, he's really good. Master of the Unseen is very good. The Crooks of Fate, well, it's a Wrath, so you choose either dragons or non-dragons. Okay, and then the Mardu Strike Leader, he is actually pretty decent when you can dash for 4 instead of putting him out into play, so you're putting out a 2/1 Warrior Creature token every single time, and if you're doing a Warrior Tribal, that's really good. Shifting Loyalties, that's not too bad. It's just a foil uncommon. Sandstep Mastodon, it's got reach, and it's a 5/5, and it bolsters 5. It costs 7. He's okay if he was Delve, he would be off the hook, but he's not all that. Green's going to get to 7 quite often, so maybe a 1-of would be good. The Soul Flares, now they're okay. They're okay, you delve and get rid of a bunch of stuff, but it doesn't get anything better than a 4/4, and with double strike, a total of 8. But it gets all the other stuff, which is not too bad. Rally the Ancestors, that is an instant. Return each creature card with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile those creatures at the beginning of your next upkeep. Then, and exile Rally the Ancestors. Now, it's great for blocking, but the creatures, unless you have haste, are not going to be worth anything at all, unless they have enter the battlefield effects or bolster effects. Now, you have to have 9 mana to get that Mastodon out. Just remember that. That's an issue. So if you really want to use that in something big, it's not really all that worth it. A bunch of small things. So return each creature card with if you have 9 mana laying around and you do that, you're pretty much going to get all your creatures out of your graveyard, at least for one turn. Do what you need to do with them. If you have a Boros deck with haste out on the board, then you're just going to trample people. That's no problem right there. And you can, of course, attach a Chariot and the Fleet Feather Sandals, I think, to give haste to a big creature or whatnot, or flying in haste. So there are ways to use those creatures that come out, but for the most part, you're not really going to do much with it at all. Anyway, so that was the rares from the Clash pack that just came out, Power and Profit, and a Fat pack. We got some okay rares, and nothing to write home about, nothing to really crow about. We got some decent uncommons and some decent artifacts. The Hero's Blade. Legendary creature comes into play, and it'll become a 3/2. If it's a 3/2 already, it becomes a 6/4. That is something that's scary. So this immediately attaches to any legendary, and that's why it's great for Commander. Great. This should be a staple in any of your Commander decks. Especially if you have a high creature cost or a Voltron deck. Hero's Blade should be one of those ones that go in there. Now, it doesn't give any benefit, but it's free to attach. Otherwise, you have to use 4 to attach it. So just imagine the legendary dragons, especially the one that has dash, the Mardu one. This immediately attaches to it, and that the Mardu one. Let me get the book. It's right here. That Mardu dragon is, I think, 5/5, or at least a 4/5. Let's see. Mardu. Alright, here we go. Colophon, Storm's Fury, is actually a 4/5. So with this, it becomes a 7/7. And he immediately attacks because you have dash. So this Hero's Blade, as soon as he hits the table, you can attach Hero's Blade to him, and then bam. And then he flies off, and then the next turn you do it again, over and over and over again. So for 5, you've got a 7/7. And overall, it's 2 initial costs. So you can get this out turn 2, and on turn 5, you've got a 7/7 that does. Your opponent is on a 3-turn clock, so they have to really keep an eye on what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. I hope you enjoyed the unpacking of the Fat Pack and of our. I know you didn't see the unpacking. I thought I was recording, but my software was just on take a picture, and it took a picture, and I didn't get anything. I unpacked the whole thing, so you got to see the deck box. Yay! I actually like this card better, and this would be a lot better if this had just a little thumb hole instead of this big old piece of junk here. And this is so deep that the tab here just barely gets by it. Just barely. You can see that. Barely gets by it. These are some of the cheapest deck boxes on the planet. I don't know why they went to these. I actually prefer the Modern Event deck box, and I think it would have benefited from that, but that's what the Clash packs come in, and that's an unfortunate thing that we have to see. Other than that, there's not much else to tell. So until next time, enjoy playing games, enjoy playing Magic the Gathering. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like seeing me show you all the cards as I go through them, or if you just like me reading off the commons. Eventually I will be reading off the commons, and you'll see me do it. So I'll be able to cut between takes and stuff like that using 2 cameras. I'm really gunning to get that, and I think I'm going to go and see if I can't find another one of these cameras. It's a Logitech, and it has autofocus. I don't know what the actual name of it is right now. I think it's a C252 or 525. Yep, it's a Logitech HD webcam C525. So I might go out and get another one of those, or upgrade both to 1080p and do higher quality recordings with those. And I can shrink them down to 720, but having the 1080s would be nice. That way I can do some really nice high quality pictures of all the cards that I open, of board games that I plan to show you how to play. I'm gearing up. My office is currently in a huge disarray because I swapped out my old high definition television for a 1080p TV, which has too high of an overscan, and I can't get the full 1080p resolution, so it's slightly smaller than my monitor, and whenever my mouse gets stuck and stuff like that, doesn't make me all that really enthusiastic about a lot of the stuff that they're doing here. But I got the new TV in here, and I am working on getting the industrial size shelving. It can handle up to 800 pounds per shelf, apparently, according to the box, but I think it can probably handle 400, but I'm not going to be putting that much weight on it anyway. It's not like I'm going to set it up and make a bed. But that's going to go back here on this wall, and I've got a hutch that is the perfect height for a table. And I'm thinking about sliding all my stuff back this way and putting that hutch there. It's slightly larger than my current desk, but I can get a boom arm and move my 1080p camera over that way and do instructional videos on board games and stuff. And I think that's what I really want to do to get that going, because I've got natural light from my window over here, and I can do that during the day. And I can, of course, get a light diffuser and have that shine down on the table, and I think that would be really awesome. Right now I've got this little super bright LED light, and I've been trying to work with getting the light in just such a way. Oh, actually pointing it straight down, that looks really good. I like that the color. Let me just grab a card and we'll see how that works. Oh yeah, that's a lot better, and we don't get that funky light shadow that goes on there. So having that point straight down is really good. That's not too hot to do. Yeah, and putting it up above would actually be very good as well. I think that's what I'm going to do too. Maybe find a way to mount that as well, so that I can just bend it down over. One of the other things is I want to get another boom arm for my mic so I can move it where I want to, instead of having it sit here on the table, and get a nice vibration free, because sometimes when I'm recording, we're doing laundry or something like that, and it tends to cause the whole place to shake, and I don't really want that to happen during recording, because that really, really, really sucks. I'm just putting cards back in the box here, so I can get them out of the way and not spill them all over the place, as is my want. So, until next time, enjoy playing games, enjoy playing Magic Gathering. I think I said that already. And I said, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll get past that. Please visit patreon.com/ExcaliburZone and become a patron. That really helps me out, and it gets me closer to getting all this equipment I'm talking about. As always, it's Excalibur, and I am out.